Olhoff. I'm the founder of Healing Your Anxious Addicted Mind. Hello, I'm Ann Olhoff. I'm the founder of Healing Your Anxious Addicted Mind. I'm going live on Facebook here, hoping a few of my people are coming on. I had to go through it for an extra 5 minutes because I had that chipmunk sounding thing. Lane showed me how to see what I'm doing, see what's causing that, and before I go on, make sure that my voice is coming through. And of course, when I want to hop right on, here comes the chipmunk. Kind of got my hair cut and fixed and going to get my roots done next week. Isn't even keeping up with your hair work in progress. So I've been doing a lot of healing in my home lately. I've been helping people with distance healing. I've been helping people that are coming to my home with more healing. It's really felt great to open up the energy in my home. I did my pool room, my close friends. I've shown that I repainted that room, cleaned it, and repainted it. And I'm just doing so many exciting things. I'm working with a person to create my dreams. It's called Dream Builders. And it is a very spiritual person who leads you through meditations every day, even after work. If you can imagine, I'm creating the dream life I want by coming home, listening to meditations, doing the written work. I find that when you're creating a dream, for me, writing down what you're really trying to accomplish does help. Now, they introduced a thought that I hadn't really thought of. Every dream or every vision is created twice. It's created in your mind, and your mind sees with pictures, and then you bring it into manifestation in the real-time, real world. And I had never thought about that you really create the dream twice. You create it in your head. You can really construct your dream exactly as you want, maybe even more clearly in your head than you can on the paper. But to create it even in my head and to see it, oh my God, it has made me there's a happiness about me that I can't even describe, and really working with and creating my dreams. Um, hi, Robin. I need some guidance. Hi, Lovely. Well, I won't keep rattling on then. I've already got one person on, and yet I'm really trying to impart some wisdom here that I'm learning. And so we'll do some cards for you in a moment, Robin. I always draw a card for the week for people, and let's do that. Let's draw a card for the group, see where we're going here. I don't know, I've been excited about really opening up the energy in my home for healing. It's really helping me to realize that my dream is coming true of really working intensely one-on-one with everyone that I meet that really wants spiritual guidance. So let's draw the card that feels right for the group for the week. They said the 7th card from here. Oh my gosh, victory and success. And I feel this energy all around me in creating the spiritual world, the spiritual family that I want. That is my new mission statement, creating my spiritual family, 2 persons at a time, by inviting people here to Ohio for a 5-day retreat to work really intensely with them and learning how to heal, crystals, cards, just everything in spirit that you can imagine. And even if you're willing to step further into spirit channeling, I can actually channel. So many gifts, right? So many medical intuitive. I've really stepped into the energy of being a medical intuitive lately, and I had just briefly taken classes, kind of tapped into it. But this week, I really deeply went into someone who has been pretty ill. So I'm just reworking that. Now, I always like to do a picture too for the group. Oh my gosh. And this is a two-page picture. Look at the energy of that person and being. Meditate with her. Wow, right? Guidance and flow through her. Now let me read the title of this. It's just such an amazing picture. Oceana. So She does have a mermaid quality. Look at the star and the light on her head. Look at the fin, the beautiful gold energy around her. Meditate with this being and see what answers come through. Wouldn't it be neat to go like in the ocean and bring her along with you and see what answers come to you when you were relaxed and floating in the water? How amazing. For most of us, I guess we just have to work with Oceana in the bathtub. I have a swimming pool, so I almost will do that too, work with Oceana through the swimming pool. But I wanted to look at this picture just a little better. Um, let's see. She has spirals around her. She has a star at her head. She has spirals around her tail, the golden energy. And yet there is almost like a colored circles around her. And there is an interesting spiral above her that almost looks like the Reiki master symbol. We call it fire serpent. That really can bring a lot of healing and a lot of energy into people. I love the star at her head, and I love the geometric shape where she's holding in her hands. And I think somehow that can be an important inspirational energy for people too, to concentrate on their hands while they're meditating with her. Let's see if anybody else has joined. Oh, Madeline Durst, Jen Henderson. Well, I've got 3 of you. I think it's time to start the cards. But how amazing. Now, let's start with Robin. Then I will do at least a 3-card draw for you. Okay? In the Psychic, John Holland Psychic Tarot, Robin. I think those are some of my best cards. You know, I work with them quite often. So we'll do a 3-card reading from there. Let me see the number for you, Robin Shapiro. I love your energy lately, by the way. Anytime I connect with the picture, I think you've done some real healing work. I feel that. And I ask you to keep going, keep going. And it says 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's definitely 3 for you. Is it 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Look at this picture. And I do believe this is between you and your partner. So when you're having a lot going on, I guess what they're asking is to rely a little bit more on your partner than you have been. You're so used to going it alone. And you got to remember, you don't have to. So look at this, financial and material changes. And I do believe that this is related to your work field, right? So keep going with that. I'll hold it up so you can see it a little better. Financial and work. But look at the hands. Look at the energy and the patterns around the hands. So it's really important what you do with your hands, what you put out into the world with your own strength. Whoa. And this is your mother coming through in a loud, clear way. Memories of love. Hold on to those. Hold them very brightly in your heart. Now, because she came through, I want to see what the next card is. You keep holding the love that she has for you in your heart. Watch this come all the way around for you. Triumphant success. And I hope you've went on your vacation. If not, really use that vacation to recharge, reset. Lord, I think very good card reading. I have a new set of cards that I've been playing with, Saints and Mystics. And I don't know why, Robin, I'm to draw a saint or a mystic for you to work with. Whenever I'm not there and you're having a question, then you need to definitely come through with this person and maybe do some research on them. The number they gave me was 5. Oh, wow. And it's Saint, I can't say his name, Expedite, but there is an immediacy about him. You know, you immediately need something to shift. He has crow energy around him. He was a Roman warrior. He converted to Christianity. So you're to do a little, now let me hold this card up again. See the word Saint Expedite. You're to do a little research on him. The number is 4 with him. Patron saint of emergencies and fast luck. his feast day is April 19th. He was a Roman soldier from Armenia, and he martyred around 300 AD for his religious affinity. The story goes that when Saint Expedite converted to Christianity, the devil took the form of a crow and tempted him to defer his conversion. Expeditus stamped on the bird and killed it, declaring his immediate conversion that day. So what a powerful story. Expedite does not come through hesitantly. He moves through swiftly and gets straight to work, enhancing willpower and overcoming procrastination as he stamps his foot down on tomorrow and demands fast luck and action today. So what a powerful, powerful saint to come through. Now there's an invocation that comes with these cards, and I'll hold it up for you, but I also speak it. Lightning strike the ground I stand. Saint Expedite beside you stand. Quick and steady, no more delays. Begin the hour of change today. So I'm going to hold this up for you to see. Go this way. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know, the energy of the words are very powerful. So I'll read it again. Invocation. Lightning strike the ground I stand. Saint Expedite, beside you stand. Quick and steady, no more delays. Begin the hour of change today. So very powerful reading for you, very positive reading. There does need to be some action taken on some of the decisions you're making. Don't delay, right? Do not delay. Oh, wow. So really use that vacation to recharge, reset. So I think I'll do a combination of cards for the other two women. Hi, Jen Henderson. I really, really love you. I'm so glad you came, right, for the card reading. I always love to give guidance, help where I can. And I really look forward. Now, you won't believe this, but a card jumped out, Jen, even as I went to shuffle. Guess what it was? And I'm going to hold it up because it's definitely your card. Throat chakra. Speak your truth. Come on. So already your first card on the board for you, right? Oh my gosh. I'm going to send blue energy to your throat right now so I don't forget. Look at my dendritic agate with gold in it. It's meant for your throat, for you. Here we go. Through your whole body. Whew. Said to go through your whole body with this. Through the whole group. Very important. Everybody in the group speak their truth. Just a little bit of Reiki for everybody. Know that I love that. Oh my gosh. Now, let's get to your 3-card reading, correct, Jen Henderson? The number I'm seeing for you is 2. I'm just barely closing my eyes and they're jumping out. I don't know why. The energy of the cards is like, be careful with her. Be careful with her cards. I'm like, what? Now look at this, girl. Don't you love this? Sometimes life, the world requires patience. Look at the small seed in her hand, but look at what it grows into. So keep going with your spiritual work. This is what I feel like this is pertaining to. But it's also shown me in all areas of your life, in your work life, home life, more patience. Sometimes when we've done something a long time, right, we face this discontent and boredom. And spring is opening up. And what they're telling me, I've seen you sit in the sun in your chair, more of this. When you're just really feeling that roll over out in nature or your ukulele, it'll bring your spirit up out of that kind of feeling. And notice this being, I was going to take him away, but he has a beautiful area all around him. If you just look out, look at the rainbows under his feet. But he's just not seeing anything. He feels stuck. Don't ever feel stuck. There's so much to bring you up out of stuck. Oh, look, it showed up again. What a powerful card today. Harmony. And this is in all things, in partnerships for you, you're going to feel a peace about you. Just work on the other two cards and know that the harmony one just will, there'll be a peace settled within your heart. They point at your heart, that the heart for you is the most important thing. And this harmony, this bliss, it's been a long time coming. And why not, right? Why not experience that on all levels? We don't have to be in an uproar all the time, do we? Now, I'm just having such fun with the Saint cards. I can't wait to see which one I draw for you, Jen Henderson. Huh. You know that chakra? They're telling me, I always put them in with the other cards. They want you, even on your own, look at the symmetry of this card. Like the triangle with the circle, and then the flower around it. It's almost like the flower of life with the triangle and circle. This geometric pattern, I want you to draw, because it as you're doing it, imagine your throat chakra, anything that has bound it through the years, all coming out of your throat. And this image, I don't know why, very powerful for you, and maybe you'll use it in some of your healing work for other people's throats. I get so wound up sometimes because I love working in spirit. But let's see what card. Now on these cards it said 5. Oh my gosh. How much do you love the Bible, right? Legacy. You are going to leave a spiritual legacy that is beyond anything that you could have imagined. Just as this man did. He left behind prosperity, spiritual legacy, and wasn't he the wisest man in the whole of the Bible? And I love his energy. You know what I learned? He had more than one name. When he was born into this world, his other name was Jedediah. And I met a master, Jedediah, a young man. He said, well, it was a lot to live with up to because it's King Solomon's other name. So I'm called Master Jedi. I loved it. And I'm reading his book, Jedediah Hill. There's a book that he wrote. And I don't know why, and I didn't bring it up with me. I haven't quite finished it. But he wants a real review from me on this book, and I already love what I'm reading. You know what he taught me already is when you have bad scenarios in your life, even as a child and traumas, he helps people heal their childhood traumas. He told me, so yeah, your mom punished you and withheld food, and you went in the closet and hid and ate an apple, and you really were scared because you knew if she found you, you would get the beating of your life. He said, what if you changed the scenario? You went back in there and talked to that little girl, and you changed the whole scenario up. And I'm like, I had to close my eyes a minute. And I'm like, I couldn't allow that I wouldn't be punished if she found me for the first time. I said, what if she found me? Didn't really beat me, but she punished me with I had to clean something the next day, like the dirty stove, or, you know, she would do stuff like that when I was 5 or 6 years old. If something was really dirty and she didn't want to tackle it, she would give that job to me. But wouldn't it be better than the beating in a way that I was so afraid of? And even that kind of lessened the pressure around food, around the whole thing. So, yeah, I think Jedediah is an amazing teacher. I don't know why I was to tell you. Yeah, you love the saints. Well, let's read a little bit about King Solomon. I got off on a tangent with Jedediah. 29, number 29. But someone is to hear the story. King Solomon was the third and last king of the United Kingdom of Israel, following his father King David between 970 and 931 BCE. He is regarded as Israel's greatest king, bringing 40 years of peace and prosperity under his rule. That's a long time in Israel. I don't think they've even accomplished that in modern times. In ancient times, the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah were at odds with one another. Under King David, they were united and stayed that way throughout King Solomon's reign. Solomon held incredible wisdom during his reign and is regarded as one of the greatest magicians and exorcists of all time. He possessed the rule over the astral world, inhabiting spirits such as the jinn by the use of magical seals. It is said he had the ability to control the wind, communicate with angels, and had psychic access to extremely high magical information. The story of Solomon is one of religious and political sensitivity, but filtered with powerful lessons that capture the imagination and the curiosity even today, from the way he ruled to the mysteries of magic surrounding his reign. Now think of that. I always thought of King Solomon, yes, it's just a wise biblical figure, but he was much more than that. People that have went into spirit and communicated with him, under him, it's called the Magician King. So really strong spiritually too. Magic isn't always a bad thing. People don't always know that, but you do. Okay, there is just one like saying from King Solomon. Neged, a man comes from his mother's womb, and as he comes, so he departs. He takes nothing from his labor that he can carry in his hand. King Solomon. So I guess in a way your legacy is really important. And spiritually, Solomon attunes the auric field to highly spiritual levels and can open channels to link with the ethereal beings, angels, cosmic guidance, and spiritual downloads of information. He charges psychic abilities and heightens energies of cosmic manifestation through his seals of protection and conjure. So I think that was the most important. Connect with the energy of this man. I even think the people who did these cards really tried to closely connect to the energy of the beings that they were drawing. And I think this is probably as close a likeness in the world as there is to him. What a reading, right? What a powerful reading. Thank you for coming. Oh my God. Yes. And now, Madeline Dersh, I am connecting with you. How amazing, right? Hello to you. Are we going to have fun or what? I'm going to do 3 cards for you, too, in the John Holland cards. I'm really going to try to connect with your energy a minute before I go on. Madeline Dersh. It's funny, when I connect with your energy, there is on top of your head, a strip of just beautiful wisdom, beautiful energy, beautiful spirit developing. That you're really coming into your own, in your own way in spirit. Now let me see the number, and it's at 6 right away. 6 is the number of family and connection and community, and may that always be so, that you're connected to your family. Just shuffling till it feels good. And here are your 3 beautiful cards from the John Holland Psychic Tarot. Now, deception and envy. Sometimes this is from our own self. And I'm feeling like that sometimes you do wear blinders a little bit about yourself. You don't see yourself as beautiful, just like I just described that beautiful strip of energy over your head and how it radiates a light. It is just so beautiful. And it also can be in your work arena. I feel like there is a little bit of a nod there, or where you go and spend the most time of your day. That be careful there. Sometimes people don't have our highest good. This is a destiny card, and don't I believe that we all have our own destiny? And I hope that you're working on building a destiny for yourself. You know, sometimes we have trouble figuring out our soul purpose and what we're meant to do here. But this card is calling you to action, to kind of figure out your gifts. Figure out your gift to the world. Don't sit within your own circle and do nothing. Whoa. And look at the many selves she has. And what I see is she's pulling in the light from spirit to help her fulfill her destiny. And she's reaching out from her many selves for help. You can also do this. Partnerships and alliances. Sometimes to become stronger, we have to create partnerships and alliances. And I intuitively know people that are good to work with and good for me to work with. So I hope that you can develop this gift too, because like Thomas Fries came on in the group, we are very much spiritual people, very much alike in our thinking. There's a little bit of an Irish connection. We both love trees. You can find the spiritual persons to work with you. Yes. Now, whenever I get a card that kind of makes me, what? What is that? When you figure out the deception and the envy part, and look at this card, 6. This is truly what happens. When you figure that card out and the destiny card, look what comes through for you. Number 6, victory and success. So a very powerful card can offset that bad. What is it bad? It's just a knowing card. It just gives you a little information. But when you get through those two kind of pillars, steps, you have to kind of step through them. Look what happens. Number 6, look at the rainbow of light around him. Look at him successfully. He's up high on a mountain telling everybody about it, how he came through that, right? And he did accomplish victory and success. So very beautiful, very good card reading for you. Now, I want to draw the mystic or the saint that would most help you. And you are so, so welcome. Oh, wow. Hi, Sunny. I'm just scrolling down a little bit more. Going to read for you. I was just double checking, but I'm going to draw the saint for you. Okay? Miss Madeline Dersh. I hope I'm right on. You know, I can only give what Spirit gives me, but I am so excited even to do these readings weekly. Thank you for coming on. Now they're telling me hold to the 6. The 6 is that powerful for you, Madeline. 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock at night. When you're putting plans together, really keep that number in mind. Shuffling till it feels good. Now, isn't it funny that you didn't get a saint? You got a mystic. And look at the strength in her. Diane Fortune. Look. I mean, I am not as familiar with these cards, but look at her using the moon energy, the crystal energy, to bring forth her manifestations. Now, I'm not even sure what is on the other side that she's holding. It's just the energy. She even knows how to use the energy with her hair. That's why I've let my hair grow longer. It helps your intuition. It helps your strength in spiritual practice. It helps your knowing. So, got it cut. Haha, first time since COVID. And I'm going to get it colored next week. You're going to see a new improved me. But look at her using ceremony to bring forth what she needs. She knows to wear the jewelry too. Wow, I wish all women wore jewelry. Now let's read a little bit about her. And her number was 22. So also a powerful number for you. The ceremonial queen of power and light. Oh, wow. Diane Fortune was a female novelist, author, psychologist, British occultist, an experienced ceremonial magician of the early 20th century. A bright and intelligent child, she was born Violet Mary Firth and later adopted her author pseudonym. Diane Fortune, from her family's motto, Dio non fortuna, God, not luck. Just connecting with her energy a little bit makes me want to cry. Diane studied psychology and psychoanalysis and turned to the esoteric as she grew older and began to work. Diane was a natural psychic and displayed powerful abilities in mediumship, channeling, and clairvoyance. A brief yet pivotal time at the I can't ever say Theosophical Society, inspired Fortune's legacy in establishing her own spiritual order, the Servants of the Light, a high caliber school of psychic studies. The 1939 Fortune banded a coven of ceremonial magicians to aid her in public magical ceremony to defend the British against attack during World War II, a ritual known today as the Great Magical Battle of Britain. Dion ultimately died of leukemia in 1946, but today her name and legacy lives and continues in her written works, regarded as essential classics to all modern psychics and healers of our age. And you know, I haven't really connected with this card a lot, and it really makes me, Dion Fortune, want to connect with her written work. Can you imagine engaging Britain in a magical warfare to help them win World War II? How passionate was she about her power, her spiritual work? Now, she has one saying here: magic is the art of changing consciousness at will. Whoa, magic is the art of changing consciousness at will. What a powerful mystic. What a powerful person to come through for you. I hope that you do some research on her, Dion Fortune, and really try to connect with some of her work, because she came through for you in a powerful way. And it's also an encouragement to keep on your spiritual journey. Don't step back in fear, step forward in power. Wow. I feel like crying because that was so amazing. Oh, wow. I think it was amazing too. It just really took my breath. Wow. Sunny Nicole, I love you. I am just connecting with your energy, even through your picture a little bit, because I don't think I've seen you on here for a while. And like I said, I've gotten new cards. I'm kind of doing new things. I still love my John Holland Psychic Tarot cards. I'll do a 3-card reading for you in that, right? How are you? How is the boy? No, I don't know why, but I don't see, I checked in on your aura, and you know what I see, Sunny? It's not even the golden energy. It's all colors of the spectrum. I saw a huge rainbow around you. So a lot of healing energy around you. All colors of the spectrum are good for you. Make sure that they even asked me to have you draw a rainbow for the little boy and like put it larger if you could in a picture or on a wall, maybe even a mural if you felt so guided in your home. But rainbow energy, very powerful for you at this time in your life. So 8, the number 8 really lit up, and that is gold energy for me. The infinity symbol turned sideways, gold energy around you. Still use the gold energy along with the rainbow. So let's go. Shuffle till it feels good. Every 8th card. Now, before I draw the cards, I connected even a little more deeply with your energy. And what they told me is there's a little girl energy waiting to connect with you for right time to come through. A little sister. She would really like to come through. But you know, you have free will to decide if at all or when. So just leaving that with you, okay? New beginnings, right? Stepping on top of the world there. Golden energy coming through for you. What needs help? Your solar plexus. Now look at this design. I want you to draw the design on this card, even if you have to come back to the video, Sunny, because there's something about the flower and the triangle inverted that are very powerful for your healing, your gut knowing in this area. Now, partnerships and alliances coming through for you too. Know that at many points in our life, we need partnerships and alliances to help strengthen us. Now, I don't know why, there's maybe a little question for me on that card. And know that it's a destiny card that it's pointing to help you fulfill your life's purpose and really what you're destined to do. So this is what this partnership brings forward. I'm hoping that's real helpful for you. Know that I'm going to send citrine energy through. I hope it's okay. Reiki, Reiki, Reiki to you, to your gut, all of your gut and your head. It said do both places. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now at the hour of our death. Now, lower. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now at the hour of our death. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Know that your solar plexus took a lot of energy, and Christ asked, why the number 8 came through is Christ is really associated with dolphins. I feel that number, gold energy. He asked me to tell you, whenever you're stressed or in trouble, or even your body's in trouble, really call upon him through the Lord's Prayer, and he will really go immediately to where help's needed and heal. How amazing, right? Let's see here, girl. Let's see if you have anything to say. Not yet, huh? Well, I'm still loving you. Still going to do the Mystic and Saint cards for you, if that's okay. I hope so. Now, they just said immediately 2 on this one. So shuffle till it feels right. And then, now, I kind of went through King Solomon, that he's the wise man, right? Jedediah of the Bible, right? Wow. Very powerful. Look at the light shining on his head, the powerful legacy that he left. And even your destiny and what you're trying to do in your life, you leave a powerful legacy for your family, for your friends. Your energy is so important to many people that are close to you, Sunny. You lift up, you hold the energy and space for so many people around you. Not even just your boy, but others who love you so much for your gentle willingness to help them. So we can go through King Solomon a little bit again. His number is 29, which makes 11, 1 and 1. And King Solomon, he was the 3rd and last king of the United Kingdom of Israel. It talks about 40 years of peace with his reign, that he held incredible wisdom during his reign, and he was regarded as one of the greatest magicians and exorcists of all times. He possessed rule over the astral world. He used magical seals. He had the ability to control the wind. Can you imagine? So I guess the oracle meaning is what I'm really to roll through with you. Emotionally, Solomon connects the heart and line with the divine, deepens emotional intelligence, and illuminates how we can manage great responsibilities placed upon us and become role models to others in the greater world. Spiritually, Solomon attunes the auric energy to highly spiritual levels and can open channels to link with the ethereal beings like angels, cosmic guidance, and spiritual downloads of information. He charges psychic abilities and heightens energies of cosmic manifestation through his seals of protection and conjure. Consciously, Solomon harmonizes subtle nervous energies and dispels static energy blocks from the mind. He passes on tokens of wisdom granted to him during his own reign, imparting sage intuitive nudges when called upon. Solomon places important teachers onto our path to meet and learn from, guiding the mind to stay on track. He reminds us that we are kings and queens of our lives, and that with determined will, focus, charge, and drive, we can fulfill our divine purpose in life. And then I'll read the little affirmation or wisdom, pearl of wisdom. Naked a man comes from his mother's womb, and as he comes, so he departs. He takes nothing from his labor that he can carry in his hand. But we carry so much in our soul, so much in our spirit. I think that's the lesson for everyone. I really am working on creating spiritual retreats in my home. I'm working on creating my spiritual family, 2 persons at a time, creating enough abundance that I can step away from my day job, enrich my life, and enrich the lives of the people that I love so dearly. I thank you guys for being part of each step of my journey. Sunny, I'm so happy you came. I hope the cards really spoke to you also. I think that's all that's here. Sunny Nicole, Madeline Dersch. I think I'm going to end the live video then.